Hey guys, so I wanted to make this video to talk about some of the things that I like about working as a CNA in a hospital compared to working as a CNA in a long-term care facility or nursing home. Don't get me wrong, I really loved what I did working on the memory care unit at the nursing home. I do have a passion for helping people who have dementia and Alzheimer's, but I find that there is a lot more drama in the nursing home setting. There is a lot more stress, a lot more problems and issues. But I mean, there are issues in a hospital as well. There's just not as many. And at least with my experience, I have found that people are more willing to work as a team in the hospital setting. They're more willing to help you out. And also, don't get me wrong, this can totally depend on the people at the nursing home, wherever you work. But in my particular experience, again, these are completely based on my own personal experiences. So your personal experience might be different than mine. Um, I found that at the nursing home setting, we were getting mandated like all the time. You were, getting mandated to stay and do overtime, and, you were having to do doubles and being completely overworked and getting floated to different units. And that does happen in the hospital, but not as much. In the nursing home, you're also forced to work short staffed a lot more frequently than you are in the hospital, because in the hospital there are a lot more um, people who need your care more often, because they are usually a lot more sick than people who are in a nursing facility, because people who are in a nursing facility are sick, but that's also their home. So they just they're kind of they're sick, but then they're also not, kind of, if you get what I mean. I mean, they're sick. They're sick enough to not be able to live by themselves, but they're not sick enough to be in the hospital, if that makes sense. Um, so I've found that the whole environment of working in a hospital is a lot easier to deal with. And another thing that I really like about being a CNA in a hospital setting is you're allowed to do so many more things. You get to meet a wider variety of people. You get to see a lot more things than you do in a nursing home. I mean, you do get to see a lot of different medical issues in a nursing home, but you get to see a huge variety of issues when you're working in a hospital setting, because you get these people who have more acute issues and, surgical issues and all these different things. And you get to learn so much. And at the hospital setting, I found that, and I've only worked on my unit at the hospital now for a few weeks. And the nurses there are willing to let you watch and learn, and they're willing to show you how to do things. And when they hear that you're in nursing school, or that you're going to be in nursing school, they let you, shadow them. If you don't have anything else to do, they let you watch different procedures if you have downtime. And it's more of a fun team learning environment, and I just really appreciate that. I'm not saying that you don't have those same types of nurses in a nursing home, because I did have those types of nurses in a nursing home, but it's a lot less frequent. And you don't really get those same opportunities at a nursing home, because the people who are in a nursing home, the residents there, don't always need the same level of care um, as someone who is a patient in a hospital would or might. Um, I don't know. I've just seen so many different things in the last week alone of being at the hospital and working on my unit than I've seen in the entire 6 months that I worked at the nursing home. And I just love every second of it. I mean, even the downtime, I find myself keeping busy even on the downtime, going around and talking to people and getting to know the unit. And I shadowed physical therapy, and I work on an orthopedics unit, so we do have a physical therapy gym. because we do hip replacements and spine surgeries and things like that on our unit, so we get our patients on our unit up and walking all the time, you know, and so it's quite different from other med surg or post-surgical units. um, it's just interesting, and being able to shadow physical therapy and seeing some of the ways that they interact with people has just been really interesting. And I love being able to interact with people and see, how different healthcare professionals interact with different patients. And it's just really interesting. And it just solidifies to me the reason why I chose the medical field in the first place. But anyways, I just thought that I would share that. If you have any questions, you can message me or comment down below. And if there's any types of videos or anything you need advice with, any questions you have, if you are a CNA and there's any topics you would like me to make a video about, let me know. I'm more than willing to make a video. I do have a whole list of topics related to CNA stuff and medical field stuff and nursing school stuff, that I am going to be making in the near future. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, I will see you guys again soon.